Hello everyone. The topic I am going to talk is from the heading Automation Techniques in Agriculture Engineering, and the topic is Biochemical Conversion System. In the last class, we have reviewed about what is food process engineering and what are various methods like thermal, which is heat processing, and non-thermal methods like microwave, radio wave, and infrared waves, and about extrusion process. In this class, we will be seeing about what are the various energy sources required in food processing. For example, for about 70% of India's energy generation capacity is from fossil fuels, with coal accounting for 40% of India's total energy consumption, followed by crude oil and natural gas at 24% and 6% respectively. If we see about these energy sources and fossil fuels, it is coal, petroleum and natural gas. These are the three important fossil fuels, and they said that majority of the natural that is India's total energy comes from coal, which is 40%, and crude oil, which is petroleum, is 24%, and natural gases, which is like LPG natural gas, which is 6%, like methane, ethane, etc. And India is largely dependent on fossil fuel imports to meet its energy demands. By 2030, India's dependence on energy imports is expected to exceed 53% of the country's total energy input. What they are saying is that in 2030, that India requires that is it is importing the coal from others, like 53% of the country's total energy. That's what they are trying to say. And the next is biochemical conversion method. Biomass is organic material made from plants and animals. Biomass, it contains stored energy from the sunrise. Plants absorb the sun's energy in a process called photosynthesis. You know what is photosynthesis? It is preparing their own food with the help of sunlight and water. And the chemical energy in plants, it gets passed on to the animals and the people that eat them. Biomass, it is a renewable energy source, and because we can always grow more trees and crops, and waste will always exist. So from the waste we will again create the biomass, which is an organic material. Some examples of biomass fuels are wood, crops, manure, and some garbage life. Okay. Next, source. What are the sources required for this biomass? Woody forest residue, fuel wood, mill residues, short rotation crops. These are the forest sources. And as for other sources, it is non-woody agricultural crops, crop residues, and processing reduce like agricultural crops, etc. And animal waste such as manure from feed lots and municipal sewage and waste. These are the animal wastes. These are the three sources required. One is woody sources, and another is like agricultural crops, and another from animal waste. These are the sources required for biomass, which is used for converting into energy. Uses. Biomass energy, it can be used directly or indirectly. For example, biogas. Firewood, it is a common example of direct use by combustion. But biomass energy, it can be transformed into other forms of fuel. Ethanol from agricultural crops such as sugarcane, and methane from manure and sewage. These are the examples of indirect use fuel. What they are saying is that agricultural crops, after cutting, after harvesting, it produces, after going into waste, it produces ethanol. For example, like sugarcane. And from the manure, we can obtain methane, which is biogas. And from the sewage, which are the sewage also we can obtain methane. These are some of the indirect examples of fuel. Biomass energy conversion. These are the resources: solid biomass like wood, straw; wet biomass like organic waste, manure, sugar, starch plants, and oil crops. Sugar and starch plants means sugar beet, cereals. These are the starch plants. And oil crops, it include rapeseed, sunflower seeds, sunflowers, etc. And these resources on conversion, how it is converting solid biomass, it gets converted in three processes like combustion, gasification, and pyrolysis. Combustion, in the product obtained is heat, and in like heat, CHP, and gasification and pyrolysis, it is obtained as fuel gas and bio oil, which can be used as transportation fuels. And as for combustion, it can be used as electricity also. Wet biomass, we can say it is digestion process takes place, in which we can obtain biogas, which is converted into electricity. And in sugar and starch, hydrolysis takes place along with fermentation, which because of fermentation, what happens, it is converted to ethanol, which is then used for transportation fuels. And in oil crops like rapeseed and sunflower oil, it is extracted and esterification process happens, which is a conversion of acid and base. In this we obtain the product obtained is biodiesel. This biodiesel and bioethanol both can be used as transportation fuels. However, bioethanol it can be used as a chemical also. These are some of the market products, and these are some of the resources which can be used as which is in the process in converting, it can be used as the market products. And in this microbial conversion, the complex polymers like proteins and polysaccharides because of the fermentive bacteria like lactobacillus lactic acid bacteria, it converted to mono and oligomers, which is sugar, amino acids and peptides, which is then again due to fermentative bacteria it is converted to propionate bitrate, which is a long chain fatty acid. In this when it gets converted, hydrogen is produced. Because of this fermentative bacteria, hydrogen and carbon dioxide is produced. Not only that, methane, carbon dioxide and acetate is produced. The products because of the fermentative bacteria obtained are hydrogen, carbon dioxide, methane and acetate. Benefits. What are the benefits of this biomass? It produces on-site farm energy. It reduces the odors. It gives high quality fertilizer. It produces reduced surface and groundwater contamination. It reduces the groundwater contamination, and it helps in reduction of pathogens. These are some of the benefits of biomass energy. Thank you. In this process, we have seen what is biomass and what are the products which are obtained from biomass, what is the source of biomass, and finally the benefits of biomass.